Hey YouTube, and welcome back to another video on Black Girl Goals and Things. I am Tashira, your host, and today we're going to be talking about gifts. Important not to be hiding your gifts, okay? So, when I was thinking of the next video or videos to post, I said, I got to make sure I cover this because this is something that I, in particular, deal with, have dealt with, still deal with in some ways. And I am always reminded when I encounter an individual who needs a gift, right? A gift that I have, who needs it, who have shared that it may be a part of a solution to their problem, whatever, right? And so as I was in reflection, I was like, you know what? I need to do a video on this. I know that there are other people that struggle in the same way, and we just need to talk about it, okay? So, first, I want to start off with kind of just like, I would say maybe like my personal story to like hiding gifts and like just talking about in a ways that it show up for me. So, there is a difference between your gifts and your talents, right? For me, I have, and then for a lot of us who are believers, we have, and we are always taught, and you may have taken some type of assessment or quiz to determine your spiritual gifts, right? For me, I definitely, outside of having a gift of discernment, I definitely have a gift of, um, I would say problem solving. That's probably why I'm a therapist, right? I have a gift of problem solving, encouraging people. When somebody comes to me with an issue or we're just talking to have a conversation, I have a gift of naturally knowing what they're really saying without them saying it. And of course, I know that I use that gift in my career. I do. I use it in private practice a lot. But just outside of that, in my relationships with people, I take that as like my give back, right? My service that I just do on a regular, to do just freely, right? Without getting paid for it. But there are other gifts, right? There are other things that I am naturally good at. One of those things is writing, creative writing. And with that, I've created things based off that gift, right? So the books that I've written, things that I have created and haven't like published yet, is a gift. When I think about gifts, I think about those things that you just naturally have on the inside of you. These are things that like people come to you for. If somebody is looking for something, you may be the first person that they think of, type of thing, right? But I've had issues with hiding my gifts. And a lot of that stemmed from feeling like, well, do I really fit the bill, right? Do I have like that it factor? Like, will this gift really serve well? Will this gift really make room for me? And it has always, but when I hide them and then I see somebody else with a similar gift get an opportunity that I had or could have had, it makes me feel really upset with myself because I let fear and doubt get in the way. And that's why I wanted to create this video, because I want others to be encouraged, right? You're not the only person who are sitting on gifts and scared to use them because you're feeling like it's not all put together. You don't have that it factor. You don't know if you check off the box. But here's the thing, we're all given gifts. Everybody, every single human being walking this earth have a gift. Now, whether you go trying to find it or utilize it, that's up to you and your free will, but you got it. You got it on the inside of you, and it's needed. Someone, something in this world needs your gift, and that is something that makes us all so special. Like when we think about our handprints, we all have a unique, hand fingerprint, right? And you want to think about that in relation to like your goals. I mean your gifts, right? Like you have something that the world needs. There is some issue or concern, there is some innovation, there is something that's out there needed, not completed, because it needs you to show up with your gift. And so I want to just, you know, encourage you with that, and with anybody that's struggling with fear, to use their gifts. It's okay if you don't have all of the necessary setups or whatever may be needed. You have the main ingredient, which is your gift. And I say that because I also feel that I have a gift of, I don't feel, I know that I have a gift to encourage people to teach and all that. And that's why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, right? And that's also why I've always struggled to show up and be consistent on this channel, because of fear, because I don't have the right tools. Like, I don't have the whatever has been the issue before. Maybe it was the right camera, the right lighting, or oh, I don't have all these different outfits laid out to do all these different videos. And I let all of those things and interfere with me using my gift to help somebody, to encourage somebody. And I can't do that no more, right? Even now, with just now doing a video, and it's been X amount of time, I haven't even looked to see when was the last time I posted one, but even just now doing a video, and it's like, well, what was the reason, right? Not prioritizing it, in a mood of not wanting to show up, being on camera, not liking how I looked for the day. Oh, something was on my shirt, whatever. Like right now, this shirt is a new shirt. First of all, it's a shirt that I created, y'all. If you can see it, it says Christ led, Bible believing entrepreneur. And yes, I will have this available on my merchandise website. But even this shirt, y'all see I have the wrinkles here? Okay, you know when you're sitting around and you do something all day, your stuff gets wrinkled, but I had the wrinkles. Now before, I would have been like, oh no, I can't show up. That's the shirt that I wanted to wear. I can't show up. Let me save it for Saturday. I said, Tashira, you need to get on there in between your sessions, do your video, call it a day, okay? Because somebody needs to hear what you have to say. You got to get out your own way, right? So you'll see me kind of looking here doing this because I have notes, and I am not afraid to share that I got notes, okay? Actually, somebody else that I like to watch and who I call like a mentor of mine in the internet land, she always have her notes on her iPad or a notebook or something. I was like, okay, yeah, like I do a lot during the day, right? I am taking in a lot of information, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I just got it all off the dome. No, I had to flush out my stuff, what I wanted to write and share with you guys, and that's it. Especially because I don't always like making long videos. It's not really my jam. I will let myself go on until I feel content, but I like to kind of keep it concise. So I kind of share with you guys, where I've fallen short at, um, with my gifts and things that I have to continue to work on. I have to continue to feed myself, encourage myself to use my gifts and not be selfish with it, right? Not just using it for my own benefits or just my own knowing that I have it, but to constantly tell myself, like, yo, somebody needs what you naturally have, what you was naturally blessed with. Somebody needs that. Somebody needs to encounter that. That's like the missing piece to like their puzzle type of thing. And so when I constantly put in mind being of service with my gifts, right? Constantly put in mind that my gifts would make room for me. It changes my perspective. It changes my mood, my thinking when I take myself out of it, so to speak, and all the fears and self doubt. And I picture me and my need, like the need for me, the need for my gift, right? So, one of the first things that I want to talk about is understand the difference of like gifts and talents, because I know that these words are used interchangeably a lot, but they do have a difference, okay? When you think about your gifts, these are things that come naturally to you, right? So, like, it could be you doing something creative, like drawing, painting, coloring, writing, right? Being able to solve problems. Like, to me, that comes naturally to me. Solving problems, like somebody can get out the first four words or something, bam, I'm already thinking about how we about to solve this issue, right? That comes naturally to me. When you think about your talents, that is something that can be developed over time. It's something that you are disciplined in, like you discipline yourself to continue to practice and get better at it, right? So when you think of someone like an athlete, right, have a talent in their sport, that is something that they were taught and then was cultivated, and they cultivate and they practice over time, and they have like this talent, right? Those are the differences. You have something that's natural, and you have something that you can learn, something that can be taught to you, that you constantly have to put work in, diligently working at it all the time to make it a talent, right? Now, somebody might say, like, what if I don't know what my gifts or talents are? This is where a lot of self-discovery come into play, where you have to really take into consideration what people come to you for. Think about the activities that light you up. Like, what are things like, if you was like, if I woke up tomorrow, what is it that I would love to do? What is it I would love my calendar to be full with? Or what is it that I would love to be on my to-do list for that day, right? These things, it lights you up, right? These are also the things that you may lose track of time doing. Me, I can lose track of time talking. And that's how I know, like, like but talking in the sense where I'm like teaching something, right? So those are things that I know I have like a talent in, of like teaching people, showing people things, all of that, right? And when we're talking about the gift side of this, is reflecting on like your childhood, right? Like, what are things that you were just naturally good at as a kid? And for some people, I've had so many conversations with people where they're like, oh my goodness, I was just naturally good at like drawing, and I stopped because somebody said that my drawings was hideous or whatever, right? Or I was just like really naturally good at baking or what have you. Like, we all have something that we're just a natural at. We have things that we've had taught to us that we've mastered. Okay, cool. But we have things that we are just gifted with, and you want to pay attention to what people come to you for. For me, people are coming to me for advice. People are coming to me for help, right? Like, I have this problem. Can you help me? And when you start to pay attention to your dynamics and how people are responding to your presence and responding to you, you get to put the pieces together like, this seems like something I'm really good at. Like, I think I should keep this going, type of thing. Um, what if you're feeling like I said before, like your gifts and talents isn't enough, right? Or it doesn't give you like that it factor. That is imposter syndrome talking. That is fear, self doubt talking. Do not let your fear hold you back. And like I shared before, I've let my fear hold me back of showing up online, showing up because my hair wasn't a certain way, showing up because, oh, I wore that shirt 2 weeks ago, you know, not showing up, I meant, for whatever, all these like reasons that didn't matter. It mattered to me because I was like, oh, I had to show up and be prim and proper and this. But really, y'all, I am like a transparent, authentic person. Like, me showing up like I need to show up right now with the wrinkles and all that, naturally, I'm like in my zone. I'm like not stuttering. I'm being myself. I'm relaxed. Like, my nervous system is relaxed because I'm showing up and I'm being me, right? Um, what else did I have here? Remembering that someone needs your gifts, right? Somebody needs your talents. When you remove you out the way for just a moment and you think about what you want your legacy to be, when you think about what you want people to say about you when you're not around, this is where this needs to be showing up, right? You have something to offer. You're not just here just because you're just here. We're all here to complete, to do something. We have an assignment, we have gifts, we have things on the inside of us that it preps us for what we're supposed to do while we're here, right? So you keep that here, and that's the focus. I promise you that you'll be able to move through. Um, and having thoughts like you don't have something special to offer the world, you surely do. So all these things, I'm kind of repeating myself a little bit, but all of those things matter, and good that I'm repeating myself, because some people need to hear it 2, 3, 4, 10 times over, that you matter, you have something special, you just have to pay attention, take the time, pay attention. So many people are like, well, what is my purpose? Like, what am I supposed to do? And no one ever takes the time to do self-discovery. No one ever takes the time to really dig deep and find it. We all have purpose. Everything has its purpose, right? We just look at this. What is the purpose of this? To hold a beverage, right? It will be some type of beverage, a smoothie, water, whatever you're gonna put in here. But this is the purpose, right? This lock has a purpose. Keep it all sealed in, all of that, right? This computer, this YouTube has a purpose, right? People come on here all the time. They're watching funny things, they're watching motivational speeches, they're learning a new skill. Like everything has a purpose. So when you think about just taking the smaller things that you use every day, the toilet, a seat, your refrigerator, it has purpose. So what about you, right? What about your purpose? What about your gifts and the things that come naturally to you says about what you're supposed to do in this world and how you're supposed to serve others, right? So let's take some action here, right? Set some goals with some clear objectives. You have a goal, your objective is pretty much what are the targets, right? What am I going to hit? Make those goals very, very clear, right? Make them so that they are attainable. You can measure your progress. You can put a time on it and say, okay, I can do this within this time frame. Don't set yourself up and be trying to do something real big in a short amount of time, or do something real small in a long, long time. Because either way you go with that, you're not getting it done, right? Creating a plan that outlines your steps. So when you have this gift you want to use, you have this talent or whatever like that, take some action. How are you going to put it into play in your life every day, or what is it that you want to do with that? For an example, how I share, like I have this gift of um, problem, problem solving, like that, right? I have a talent of like, I don't know, I would say, yeah, what would I say my talent is? I mean, I used to be an athlete, but what is something that I know that I am coachable, I'm a teachable. So you teach me something, I like to dominate if it works for me. I know that. So I feel like just pretty much anything that is of interest to me, and if I really want it and I care, have interest and I care about it, I will dominate, I will master it. That's just how I like to execute. I am an executor for sure. But my gifts, though, which I really wanted to hone in for this video, is definitely of service to others. That's being a therapist, that's being a problem solver, that's being a coach. I love being a coach. Being a coach and being a therapist is totally different. I want you to know that, okay? Life coaching, therapy, two different things. Two different things. Also teaching, right? Also helping people. I mean, this can kind of fall into those same buckets, but like just helping people get over those speed bumps, I like to call them in life. Sometimes people can just say a little snippet to me and I can finish it out for them, right? That is a gift. And when I think about what I'm supposed to do with that, right, I'm supposed to serve, I'm supposed to help people, I'm supposed to give to this world where there's confusion, where there is laziness, where there's a lack. My gifts gives it, pumps it up, get it going, get it moving, right? So and another thing with taking action is building your support system and continuing to learn. When you identify what your gifts are and when you accept it, because some people know what their gifts are and they don't want to accept it because they want somebody else's gift. They see how somebody else is working something or doing something naturally and they want that. That's another video for another day of being unfulfilled, not being grateful and appreciative, and not working your gift and how you should work it. That's a whole nother video. And like I said, I don't like to make long videos. We can talk about that another time. But continue to learn, right? Continue to have self-discovery on your gifts. If you are a believer like I am and you're watching this, you know what it says in the word about gifts, right? Gifts and talents, right? You know that we're all given them, especially we're thinking about spiritual gifts and how we're supposed to use them for the kingdom of God and all those things. Like, how can you continue to learn about yourself, continue to learn about what you're supposed to be doing here and how your gift and your purpose are connected and should be in alignment with each other? So, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you like this shirt, again, I'm actively recording, right? So it looks backwards to me, but to you guys, it might not look backwards, but I'll fix it. But it says Christ led, Bible believing entrepreneur, because that's what I am, that's what I stand for. And it will be available on my merchandise site, which is blackgirlgoalsandthings.com. And I'm revamping the website, taking down some things that I wasn't in alignment with anymore, and putting different things that is more in alignment with who I am and my purpose and the reason why I created Black Girl Goals and Things. So I hope you like the shirt. If you do, get yourself one, get yourself a friend one. If you don't, that's okay too. I don't create something for everybody. I create it for those who it works for. So stay tuned because I have more videos coming, especially now I need to stay on schedule with the topics because I have something big that I want to talk about. I would say from September to December. So that's my own call to action and accountability of putting it out here and putting it posted in this video that I gotta stay consistent. But I'm getting better. I'm looking back at old videos. I get better each time. And I'm just reminded to continue to keep using my gifts. So don't hide your gifts. I hope that you guys got something from this video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs to hear it. Leave a comment or what you think about it, or if you want to share how you struggled and how you overcame, or if you're still struggling, or even if you know what your gifts are and how you've utilized it. I would definitely love to hear about it. So take care of yourself, and until next time,